But B is the basic idea, but A is certainly fine. As a matter of fact, this is fine. You can play almost anything that makes sense. This is very exciting. This is fine. Not a problem. As a matter of fact, white might get a little tricky and start this. Look at that right side. Oh yeah, but then black gets this. Yeah, but white already got his profit. So, you know, style can go in any direction. It's really fun having a creative style and creating things out of thin air. Okay, but I'm the white stones, and I am going to play my move. Where for black? For low. For low approach, easy to ignore. Well, I'm just chatting here, so let's keep it up. This is a great question. I'm sure most of you have heard me talk about it. I think it was Loon that just asked, if someone approaches your 4/4 stone, isn't it easy to ignore? Absolutely, it's easy to ignore. But there's an unusual cost. It's a small cost, but it's unusual. So let's talk about why. Okay. The black stone, the A stone, already has its base. That is to say, it's on the side. So it will settle pretty easy. I mean, it's no big deal to settle the A stone. You with me? I mean, it pretty much makes sense, right? You need to settle the A stone. Okay. We know that the 4/4 is a great move, but it also is extremely bad at what? What is the 4/4 really bad at? Settling, territory, yeah. It's not in the corner, it's not on the side, it's influence. So, it's going to take longer for the 4/4 to settle than it would the A stone. The 4/4 takes longer to settle. The longer it takes, the more profit white's getting. So white's going to get extra profit. We don't like that. So, probably 95% of the time, when a professional has this 4/4 approached, they'll respond to deny that extra profit. The 3/3 is the same way, but opposite. If it's approached, its trouble is it doesn't play outside very well. So, really easy to get, surrounded. And that's its own cost. So the 3/3 and 4/4, we respond when approached. Now, it's a relatively small cost, so you can say, oh, the other corners are urgent. Okay, fine. That's a perfectly valid style, but you have to play it. I mean, Mr. Yang and Feng Yun have played this before. And everything's fine, but white's the one with the more practical. Anyway, it's a subtle thing, but it's important to understand it at least. Okay, we did this. Oh, right. I should know this by now. Out to here. And I played K17. Okay, where for black? So it's easier to ignore an unbalanced corner approach. Yeah, stones that already have base, so to speak, on the edge are easier to settle, yes. Okay, someone says C17. Let's play this Joseki out. And how do we feel about it? Is there any problems on this board? So, RJ says, the low's looking awful left. The left is looking awfully low. Yeah. Now, it's not game losing yet, but that left side doesn't look so great, you know what I mean? So, what we do instead, in these situations, we play this move. Same sort of thing. And now the left doesn't look low. As a matter of fact, now might be a good time to play this move. The left is all of a sudden becoming enormous, but also White's group would like some defense or it's going to be constrained. And we can get excited about it too if we want. So many ways of dealing with it. I mean, you got to admit that's kind of exciting on the left there. Okay. So when our bottom left is low, we generally play this move to get a better balance. Let's see, we have 10 minutes. So I'm going to make a change here. What about D? 13. D13, if we're going to double pinch White, we may as well make it so it hurts White. This gives White some extra room. As GoPrint says, this is not particularly good for White, but since we just have 10 minutes, I figure I'd do something a little more exciting. Square for Black. E, 16. F, 15. E, 15. So everyone says, do a surrounding move. Yes, let's do a surrounding move. When surrounding, we usually corral at a distance. A's looks suspiciously like a contact move. I'm not entirely sure it is, but suspicious for sure. But B is the common we're surrounding you. Yeah, it's a good idea. Black will continue to surround, we know that. Black will fix. Square for Black. M. 16. E, 5. E, 17, E5, E5, R, 14. Okay. A, I don't get. White's now alive. I'm not sure what Black did. I'd be more interested in separating White. Except we're not quite ready to fight. I want to play this first and then separate. So A, it's just not time for A, neither the time or that specific spot.